सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ Upadesa Sahasri, chapter 18, verse number 123. Prathanam grahanam siddhihi pratyayanamihanyataha aparokshatadevoktam anumanam pradipavat. In this discussion, Shankaracharya refuting the Purvapakshi who is not accepting the reflected consciousness or abhasa. Chidabhasa alone help to get the status of pramata or karta, the knower. Without the karta, the doer, pramata, the knower, one cannot make use of Shastra Pramanam. Without Chidabhasa, Pramata cannot take place. Without Pramata, there is no one to listen to Shastra. Shastra Pramana become redundant, meaningless. Therefore, who is the Pramata? Kutastha Chaitanyam is as though Pramata, the OC, original consciousness is called OC. Original consciousness, other name is called Sakshi Chaitanyam or Kutastha Chaitanyam, alone cannot become Pramata without Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa alone cannot become Pramata without OC, the Kutastha Chaitanyam. Therefore, the mixture alone become the Pramata, the knower. The knower of Mahavakya, the enquirer, is required to enquire. The enquirer is required to enquire into Mahavakya Tattvamasi. Then only Shastra can retain the status of Pramanam, a means of knowledge. A means of knowledge to whom? To a knower. When the knower is there, he gets the knowledge through the Shastram, because it is a means of knowledge. Through Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava, Pramana Dwara, Shankaracharya established that Chidabhasa is must. Without that, you cannot attain Mahavakya Jnanam or Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam. So, Acharya has established. With that, 123, this topic is over. Now, from 124 onwards, the topic is going to be different. In this 123, what Acharya said, in Jagrat Swapna, in waking state and dream state, that is Pratyayanam, the thoughts are vritti. Vritti happens when in Jagradavastha and Swapnavastha. Iha Anyataha. Pratyayanam Pradhanam means their pratyayanam pradhanam, their modifications. Pratyayasar means modifications. Vritti is always changing. Their manifestation, pradhanam, their expression. And knowability, grahanam, pratyayanam grahanam, and pratyayanam siddhihi, the existence of those vrittis, they are all evident vyavaharikally, they are functional ityarthaha. How? Aparokshyat. Aparokshyat means through Atma Chaitanyam. Aparokshyat tadeva uktam anumanam. Yat sattve yat sattvam. Atma sattve pratyayanam sattvam sphuranam grahanam etc. Atma sattve. That Atma is aparoksham, means self-evident, directly available. This Atma is directly available. Pratyayas are vichayakara pratyaya. The object form they will take. Every thought is getting its form when it envelops the object. Mobile phone, once you look at it, vritti comes, mobile phone, thought. That thought gets the shape of that phone. Thought gets the shape of the book. Then you get book knowledge, phone knowledge, clip knowledge, pen knowledge, flower knowledge, any knowledge. Pratyayanam, Vishayakara Pratyayanam, all of them are possible only when there is Atma Chaitanyam. Already it is said, Tadeva Uktam Anumanam. Pradipavat. Pradipavat means in the presence of Atma, everything is evident. Pradipavat, like a light. In Kathopanishad, there is a mantra, न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. When we are giving arati, we chant this mantra. Surya is illumined by that Chaitanyam. Sun, moon, all stars, and they are all illumined by this Atma Chaitanyam. Atma Chaitanyam is light of lights. It is lights of lights. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Illumining them, and it illumines itself. Atma Chaitanyam, that is why self-luminous. Just as the light is illumining every object, that light is need not be illumined by some other light. Light need not be illumined by some other light. Suppose tube light is there, tube light illumining the all objects in your room. The tube light need not be illumined by another tube light. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Because of this Chaitanyam alone, all are evident. That is the meaning of Pradipavat. Even in Swayam Jyoti Brahmana also, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, I am Swayam Jyoti Purushaha Atman. This Atma is self-luminous. How can we know the self-luminous? Many times I said, I love to say this. What is that? Self-luminous means it is self-evident. Self-evident means how? How it is self-luminous? It is like a bulb, or it is like a Petromax light, or like any other light. Pradipavat. The vat is there, like, but it is not light. It is like a light. Why it is called like a light? Na? Why Atma is compared to Prakasha? You must remember all the old lessons whenever I say this statement. Why Atma is known as Jyotihi, light? Because light is that in whose presence things are known. Light is that in whose presence things are known. That is called light. Atma is also called as light because of that alone all objects are known, evident. That is why there is a similarity. Akasha also. Atma is compared to Akasha. Akasha accommodate everything. Similarly, Atma also accommodate every nama, rupa, prapancha. Therefore, Atma is compared to Akasha also. Just it is not said here. You can remember that also. Pradeepavat. Up to here we saw in the last class. Now finally, what is the conclusion, bottom line? Shankaracharya says, without Shastra Pramana, one cannot attain self-knowledge. Without Shastra help, without Shastra study, one cannot attain self-knowledge or liberation. That self-knowledge or liberation is possible only when the teacher unfolds that Shastra words. Then only the student gets the knowledge. A teacher or a lecturer should not talk his own Sonta Sahitya. He has to bring a book. Chemistry lecturer has to bring a chemistry book. Physics lecturer has to bring a physics book. Then he teaches from that only, not his own inventions or anything. Like that here also, Vedanta Guru also must teach Bhagavad Gita Upanishads. Therefore, Mahavakyam is must. That is over. Now, what is the next topic? From 124, we will enter. Kimanyad. Okay. Kimanyad grahayoktam yakti kaschit. Okay. Kimanyad grahayet kaschit pramanena tu kenachit vinayvatu pramanena nivrutyanyasya seshatah. Here there is small correction in the first line. Kimanyat grahayet kaschit. And the takara, there must be a stroke at the bottom. Grahayet plus kaschit, grahayet kaschit. Or takara, pull should be there, ka should be there. It is not very clear. Okay. Now the Purvapakshi is, the whole shloka is a Purvapaksha shloka. What is the Purvapakshi's question? He is asking the Vakyam, the statement or the sentence. Vakya means a sentence. There are two types of sentence to reveal the Atma. That is, you are Purnaha, you are Muktaha, you are free, you are complete, you are full. Like that, Shastra is talking about me. I forgot to tell that again, that point. How Atma is self-evident. I'll come back to this. Self-evident. I never doubt my presence. I never inquire. Husband never asks his wife, am I there or not? He will never get such a doubt. Wife never inquire her husband, am I there or not? In Tamil, if you say, it is nice. Ennango, naan irkena illiya, sollungo. No wife ask her husband. That means everyone is self-evident. I am there, I know that I am here. I know that I am listening to the class. I know that I am listening to Upadesa Sahasri. Like that, every one of us having self-evident capacity, that is myself. I can doubt anything in this universe, any object, but I never doubt my presence, my existence, because I'm conscious of, I'm conscious of, I'm conscious of. Who is conscious of must exist. To be conscious of, he must exist. The one who is existent, that person only can be conscious of. The one who is conscious of must be existent. Therefore, the existence principle, I am Sat principle, I am consciousness principle, also Chit principle. Sat eva Chit. Existence alone is consciousness. Consciousness, Chit alone is existence, Sat. Where it is said, Swarupa Lakshanam of Brahman in Taittiriyopanishad, Brahmanandavalli Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That Satyam Jnanam Anantam only in short form, abbreviation of Satyam is Sat, abbreviation of Chaitanyam is Chit, abbreviation of Anantam is infinite is Ananda Swarupam. So Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, otherwise called as Satchit Ananda. I am existent principle, I am consciousness principle, I am Ananda Swarupam. Ananda Swarupam means I am not as body mind complex, I can never be 100% Ananda Swarupam. Sometimes Ananda, sometimes Anananda. Priya, Moda, Pramoda, gradation will be there in Vishayananda, Koshananda, Anubhavananda. But in me, the Swarupa Ananda, there is no any gradation. That is my real Ananda Swarupam. To know this, we have to study years together. To know few years sufficient, but to get conviction, this is the reality, the only reality, nothing but reality. It takes lot of time. Doubtless knowledge alone is the knowledge. That is why the Purapakshi is still nagging. What he says, why pramanam, vidhimukha pramanam or nishedhamukha pramanam? He is going to object. Do you mean vidhimukha pramana means direct revelation? Shastra, there are two types of vakyams, statements, sentences. Some of them are directly revealing that Atman nature, vidhimukha vakyam. Nishedhamukha vakyam means this is not Atma, this is not Atma, neti, 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 iti. By negating. Nedam ididam upasate, nedam yedidam upasate, Kenopanishad. Like that, Nishedha Mukha Vakyams are also there. Now tell me, is this Atma Swarupam, you are Brahman, revelation done by Shastra Vakyams? There are two types of Vakyams. Are they Vidhimukha Vakyam or Nishedha Mukha Vakyam? Shankaracharya is going to say, Vidhimukha Vakyam is Mukhyam, direct revelation. That Vakyam alone can teach me I am Purnaha. I am a complete person. But unfortunately, because of ignorance, I take myself as incomplete person. However much you have, person feel voidness because of taking himself or herself as a lower nature, ahankara. As ahankara, body, mind, complex, you can never be purnaha. You can never be muktaha. To say you are purnaha, you are muktaha, vidhimukha vakyam is must. Shankaracharya's standpoint. What about nishedhamukha vakyam? They are also vakyams only. They are only supportive sentences. Angam. They are only angam. Angam means supporting statements. Nishedhamukha pramanam vakyams are angam. Vidhimukha pramana vakyams are angi mukhyam. That is the question raised by Purvapakshi. Samshaya is presented here. Kechit. Here, instead of using Sakshi, Shankaracharya using the word Adhyakshaha in the place of Sakshi. Look into the shloka now. Kenachit pramanena tu. Tu means here eva. Pramanena eva. Kenachit pramanena eva. Kim anyat grahayet kaschit. This aham brahmasmi revelation of Shruti statements is by vidhimukha vakyam or pramanena vina evatu nivritya anyasya sheshataha or nishedhamukha vakyam is the meaning of the second sentence. But these verses are very terse, Sanskrit also very terse, therefore you have to understand nishedhamukha vakyam. Who have already attended all my Upanishad classes, for them it is easy to remember these words. That means you are not Annamaya Kosha. Whenever you say, like Nirvana Shatkam, you are not this body, mind, mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittani, naham. Like that, Nishedha. Annamaya Kosha, you are not. Pranamaya Kosha, you are not. Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, you are not. Na asti. You are not the four koshas. Nishedhamukha vakyam, like that. Vina evatu pramanena nivritya anyasya. Nivritya anyasya. Nivritya means body-mind complex nivritya. Nivritya seshataha. By saying this, you are not this, you are not this, you are not this. Who remain? Seshataha means remainder. The one who remain after negating everything, that remainder is available, evident. You need not use any vakyam. Vinayevat pramanena. Without pramana also can we know, just like anvaya vitreka. You are talking, pramana is required, pramana is required. For Tvampada Siddhyartham, who is Jiva, what we have done in Panchadashi also. Panchadashi Vidyaranya did Anvaya Vitreka only. Anvaya Vitreka means Avasthatraya Vilakshanaha. You are different from three avasthas, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushuptishu. Sputatara ya samvit vijrumbhate. You are not Jagratavastha, waker or dreamer or sleeper. You are the Vilakshanaha. You are the witnesser of the three avasthas. Then Sariratraya Vilakshanaha. You are not three bodies. This is also Nishedhamukha vakyam only. Like that, even Drik Drishya Viveka. I am the Drik, everything other than me is Drishyam. Therefore, the Drik is available, I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, is available after negating everything. Seshataha. Seshataha means I remain after negating everything. Why pramanam? Why Shastra Vidhimukha pramanam? You are so particular. All these are Anumana pramanam only. Tatpada also we do same way. Then Asipada. Now you are telling Shastra pramanam is must. In that also Vidhimukha pramanam is must. Why? Why is the question of Purvapakshi. Now for that Shankaracharya is going to answer. Through that Tatpada Shodhanam, Tvam-pada Shodhanam, Asipada Aikyam also is possible, he says. For that, what is our answer? Answer is Anvaya Vyatireka is not a what you can call proving logic. It is not a proving logic, it is only a supporting logic. Anvaya Vyatireka. Three bodies, I am Anvaya, I am inheres in three bodies, I am inheres in three avasthas. That is Anvaya. Vyatireka, when three bodies I forget in sleep, I remain, that is Sheshataha, remainder. And three bodies are negated there. Like that, here they are not proving logic but supporting logic. What? Anvaya Vyatireka. So it is for Astikas like us, we believe, we accept. But the scientists who are Nastikas, they don't accept this Anvaya Vyatireka, supporting logic and all, they don't accept. They want proving logic. Proving logic is must. Therefore what? He says, Sheshataha, that is very important word here. Sheshataha means that is a remainder. As a remainder, Avadhi, you can call it as Avadhi or Sima. Next shloka is the answer he is going to give. Verse number 126. Sorry, 125. Shabdenaiva pramanena nivrittischedi hochyate adhyakshasya prasiddhatvat shunyataiva prasajyate. Shankaracharya says, suppose, first line again Purvapakshi. Shabdena pramanena eva. Shabda means here Upanishad Vakyam. Shruti Vakyam is called Shabda, not any sound. Pramanena eva. Through that, pramanam means of knowledge. Shruti pramanena eva. Nivrittihi chet iha. Nivrittihi means he want to say again iha uchyate in the case of revealing adhyaksha. Adhyaksha means Sakshi Chaitanya. In the case of revealing Sakshi Chaitanyam, in this case, nivrittihi, negation, nishedha, alone, iti uchyate chet. If you say so, Purvapakshi's statement, Acharya repeating. Then, second line is Siddhanti, Acharya's answer. Nishedhamukha pramana cannot reveal, I said, that nivrittihi means anatma nivrittihi. Free from anatma, body, mind, complex, to claim that I am atma, freedom from anatma is possible by Shabda Pramana. You say, if I take that Nishedha Mukha Vakyam, Adhyakshasya Aprasiddhatvat Shunyata eva prasajyate. Shankaracharya says, Shunyata eva prasajyate means it is not so. It is not so means what? Why it is not so? Aprasiddhatvat. His Purvapakshi's objection is you are not joining the Achetana group. When we say you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the prana, suppose we say they are all Achetanam by themselves. Purvapakshi is questioning, Shastra is not including you in that Achetanam. That means Anumana Pramanam. Shastra, he is talking about Nishedha Mukha Vakyam. Why Shankaracharya is very particular Vidhimukha Vakyam, he is questioning. Why not Nishedha Mukha Vakyam? You say you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not intellect. Like that, Nishedha, Nishedha, negation, negation, negation. So they are all Jadam. So negating all Anatma, Jadavastu, that Nishedha Mukha Vakyam also not including you in that Acetanam, Jadavastu. So Shastra Nishedha Mukha Vakyam keeping you separate, aside. So that itself is not sufficient. You are not included in that. Therefore, you will happily remain. Therefore, you can accept that Shunyata cannot come. Where is the Shunyata? You are remaining. After negating everything, whatever remains, you are there. Is it not sufficient? Why Vidhimukha Vakyam? Like that, Uchyate. Then what will happen? Shankaracharya says, it is not like that. It is not correct. Why it is not correct? Agra aprasiddhatvat. Aprasiddhata means Chaitanyam as different from the body mind complex, that which is there behind after negating everything is not available for knowability. It is not available for as different. I, the Atma, am different from Anatma. Who is this I? Am I available? I am formless. Body has got form, mind has got subtle form. They are all having form. What am I negating? But after negating, the negator is aprasiddhata. It is not well known. It is not known to a person without a Shastra Pramana, without Vidhimukha Vakyam. It is not possible. So consciousness is different entity, not knowable. Consciousness is a different entity, not knowable without Shastra Pramanam. Shastra Pramanam. It is eternal mystery. Eternal mystery means Sakshi Padaprayogena Chaitanyasya Vyatirikttatvam Siddhyate. Sakshi Padaprayogena. Sakshi Padaprayoga is required. Witnesser is required. The witnesser, Sakshi, neither Pratyaksha is useful nor Anumana is useful. Sakshi Prayoga, the word has to be used. That is used by only by Shastra. Vyatirikttatvam na siddhyate. Sakshi padaprayogena chaitanyasya vyatirikttatvam siddhyate. By using the Sakshi word alone, that is different from Sakshyam. Body is a Sakshyam, witnessed by me. Mind is witnessed by me. My intellect is witnessed by me. I am intelligent, I am not intelligent, I am so intelligent, witnessed by me. The witnesser, Sakshi, who is the Vitiriktaha, that Sakshi is not known without Shastra, without Vidhimukha Pramanam. So it will be only your guess. Guess means imagination. I will ask you how you talk about Anvaya Vitareka. We have spoken Anvaya Vitareka, Avasthatraya Viveka, we have spoken, but they are all only not proving. We want a proving logic, not supporting logic. Anvaya Vitareka is one prakriya, one type of logic. Avasthatraya Viveka, all these are not proving logic, they are helpful, but not permanently you hold on to them to attain Atma Jnana. It is not that. So, Anya has given Uchyate Adhyakshasya Aprasiddhatvat Shunyata eva prasajyate. Shunyata means you will end up with Shunyata, nihilism. You will end up in nihilism. Nihilism means what? Voidness. Voidness or emptiness. You end up with emptiness. We don't want to end up in emptiness like Buddhist. Buddhist philosophy is one of the philosophies, Shunyavada. Shunyavada philosophy there. We are not Shunyavadis. So again you end up in Shunyavada only. Now 126. Chetanastvam katham dehaha iti chenna prasiddhitaha chetanasyanyatas siddhau evam syadanyahanataha. Anyahanataha, by the negation of anatma. Anyahanataha means by the negation of anatma, Atma would have been kept as a remainder. If Atma had been proved separate as separate principle by some other means of some other means or some other pramana, but it is not so. Atma would have been proved separate, it is separate from anatma. Separate from anatma had been proved by some other means, if it is possible, but it is not possible. Nobody has proved like that, and therefore Nishedhamukha Pramanam is not sufficient. It is not sufficient. What is not sufficient? You look into the shloka now. Evam tvam chetanaha katham dehaha. So you are chetana tattvam. All others, antahkaranam, thought, vritti, mind, sense organs, all are achetana tattvam. So within inverted commas, Purvapakshi is asking. Chetana, again further he is holding on to his own argument. You are Chetana Tattvam. Katham Dehaha. How can you be the inert body? What is a body? Body is nothing but flesh, blood, bones. Inside there is skeleton. If you go to medical hospital or where the medical exhibition happening, I used to go when I was young. I told you, my brother was a MBBS doctor, where in a medical college they conduct every year exhibition. Lot of all medical sambandham, body which are connected to the body. So in exhibition, they show that a skeleton dead body also, and the skeleton, all whole thing, your whole picture will appear there, real picture. How much you apply snow? I don't apply snow, just I am telling. People apply powder, snow, lot of things to that, and skin. Behind that skin, there is flesh, blood, bones. This is the truth of the body. For that body itself, people have lot of moha. Okay. Therefore, dehaha katham bhavati tvam iti, inverted commas close. Chet. Chet means you are the Chaitanya Tattvam, you are not the body, antakaranam, vritti, mind and sense organs. Chaitanyam left out. Prasiddhatah chet aprasiddhitah kadham nar. Na aprasiddhitah nar. Chaitanyam left out. Why shunyam possible there? Remainder is there, no? Therefore his objection. By the negation of anatma, atma remain. Why shunyatvam? Why shunyata? You are telling. Then second line, chetanasya anyataha siddhau evam syat anyahanataha. The reply. Second line is the reply by Acharya. Deha Vyatirikta Chaitanya Siddhau. Chetanasya Anyataha Siddhau means Anyataha means Deha Vyatirikta. Body, mind, complex, Vilakshanam, different from the body, mind. This is a complex. Complex annale complexity. Problem. Body mind complex sanghata. Anya pramanena siddhau. Anya pramanena chetanasya anyataha means anya pramanena deha vyatirikta chaitanya siddhau. If you are able to establish evam anyahanataha syat. Anyahanataha means by the negation of anatma, atma could have been kept remainder if atma had been proved as separate principle by some other means. Some other means is not possible is the Acharya's stand. Some other means of knowledge is possible is the Purvapakshi's stand. This is the tug of war. Why not some other pramana? Why you are so vehement? Purvapakshi is questioning the Siddhanti. Why you are so vehement about only Shastra pramana? Why only Vidhimukha pramana? Why not all these pramanams? Anvaya Vyatireka pramanam, Sanvana pramanam, Nishedhamukha pramanam. See, this is very, very terse turning points for Siddhanta to establish. நமக்கு எல்லாமே ஒரே மாதிரியாக இருக்கும். Once you go into deep study, you will see the very, very fine differences in that statements. Next shloka. Shloka number 127. Adhyakshasvayamastyeva chetanasyaparokshataha tulyam evam prabodhasyat anyasya sattvavadinam. Same. When he is holding on to the same argument, Purvapakshi, Acharya is also holding on to the same answer. Okay, until he get conviction. So we have to get clarification. After negating everything, Atma is evident because of self-effulgence. That is the first sentence meaning. Why do we require a positive vidhimukha vakyam, positive revelation. Chetanasya aparokshataha, directly. You the Siddhanti yourself telling Shastra Aham Brahmasmi is aparoksha jnanam, directly available, directly evident, you are telling. Whenever I say that word, you are not accepting. Purvapakshi is arguing. Chetanasya aparokshataha, Chaitanyam, Atma is directly available. Directly available. Adhyakshaha swayam asti eva. Adhyakshaha means Sakshi Chaitanyam. Sakshi Chaitanyam. Why vidhimukha vakyam? Purvapakshi asks. Swayam asti eva Chetanasya aparokshataha. When Atma is very much evident, why vidhimukha vakyam? Then Acharya gives answer in the second line. Again, asya asatvavadina, anyasya asatvavadina. Anyasya asatva is there. We have to split. Anyasya asatvavadina means that asatvavadi means shunyavadi. Tulyam eva prabodhaha. Again your teaching is prabodhaha means your understanding, your teaching is equal to again that shunyavadi. Shunyavadi only. Shunyavadi means Atma as a reminder. How do you know? What is the proof? That is only Atma. That is why that Buddhist Shunyavadi come to conclusion, since he is not able to recognize that the Kshanika Vijnanavadi also beep consciousness he has taken, and he has not come to the permanent eternal Nitya Atma. He has come to only Shunyatvam, voidness, emptiness. All four systems of Buddhist philosophies are wrong. First of all, they are Nastikas. Nastika means what? They don't accept Veda Pramana. Buddha disciples, 4 of them, they don't accept Veda Pramana. They accept only Anumana Pramanam, Tarka Pramana, etc., etc. But they don't accept Veda Pramanam. They come under Nastikas. That is why Vyasacharya refuted them with threadbare analysis in 2nd chapter of Brahma Sutra. We saw that long ago. Okay, not very long. Okay, Brahma Sutra we have completed 2-3 years back. We have studied Brahma Sutra for 8 years, more than 8 years. Okay, what he says, second line, Tulyam eva prabodhaha. Tulyam to what? It is Tulyam equal to asatvavadina. It is equal to self according to you when it becomes similar to that of the voidness. Nihilist means Shunyavadi. Nihilist, Shunyavadi. Asatvavadi or Shunyavadi, both are similar. Next shloka. Again, Purvapakshi shloka only, whole shloka. He is coming with powerful argument, another powerful argument in 128. Very subtle discussion. I will read the shloka. Ahamajñāshisham chet idamiti ahamajñāsishamidam. Ahamajñāsisham chedidam iti lokasmruteriha karanam karma karta cha siddhastveka kshane kila. What Purvapakshi wants to show, Sakshi can be proved to be as a distinct entity by inference, by anumana pramanam or ardhapatti pramanam. Through reasoning, Sakshi can be proved. Shankaracharya says it can never be proved without Shastra Pramanam. That the Sakshi is there distinct from the Karta, Karma, Karanam. The doer, the object, and the subject, object, and instrument. So, Karta, Karma, Karana Vilakshanaha. So, what he is going to get by this? What is the benefit for him to Purapakshina? He want to get to prove that Atma is Anya Pramana Dwara can be established. Sakshi through Anya Pramanam, like inference, etc., it can be proved. That is his contention. Shruti need not be positively reveal Sakshi. Sakshi can be revealed through any other pramanam, anumana, etc. Like here he brings the memory, remembered knowledge. By remembered knowledge, you can separate yourself from karta, karma, karanam. You are only talking karta, karma, karana, vilakshana, atma asti. Pramata also pramana, prameya, pramata, vilakshana, atma asti. That alone I am also talking. Purapakshi says memory he want to make use of here as a pramana to prove sakshi. How he is going to prove memory? He says ajnasisham idam aham. Look into the first line. Ajnasisham, I know. Idam, this. I experienced this. Idam ajnasisham aham. Aham is the subject karta. Ajnasisham is the pramanam. Idam is the karma object. I know this pot. I know this car. I know this. I know this. Ajnasisham means aham ajnasisham idam. I know this. Chedam. Ajnasisham chedam is there. How you have to split? Cha idam. Chedam. Idam means this. Iti. You have to put this in inverted commas. I know this. I experienced this. Not no, but past tense you have to put. I knew this. Because smriti we are talking memory. I knew this. I experienced this. Past tense, whatever you talk about past tense, it is a memory, remembrance. Iti lokasmritehe iha. Lokasmriti means loka means jana, people. People experience this. I knew this. I experienced this. They remember later. Smriti dwara. What are they experienced? Karta, karma, karanancha, siddhau. Siddhau tu ekakshane kila. At the same time, at one moment, in one moment, karta, karma, karanancha, siddhau. That means all these subject, object and instrument. Subject, object, instrument means he says I knew this. All these three come under what? Simultaneously. Ekakshane means simultaneously shine. He argues. Ekakshane kila. Are they not available at the same time? Argues. There must be a fourth factor. The subject, object and instrument. All these three are known to someone. Fourth factor. That fourth factor which is illumining all the three factors. It's available. Why you are holding on to Shastra and teaching years together and they are struggling, not able to understand? I am giving a simple method, why can't you understand? Purva Pakshi is arguing with us. Hmm? Karta, karma, karanam. Subject, object, instrument. Who is that knower? The fourth factor, talking about the subject, object, instrument, karta, karma, karanam, that fourth factor is left out. Karta, karma, karanam siddhau tu ekakshane kila. These are all available at one point. With the help of memory, Purva Pakshi wants to prove Sakshi. What is that? Proving logic, memory. Karta, karma, karanam will get by proving by Sakshi. Proving Sakshi through Anya Pramanam like inference, etc. Anya Pramanam. Shruti need not talk about the positive revelation. Vidhi Mukha Vakyam is not required. Nishedha Mukha Vakyam you are telling is not working. Inference also possible. That's what he says. But Shankaracharya is going to answer, Smriti is not be a pramanam. Any memory is not the proof for that you are talking. The previous experience. Memory means what? Previous experience. Wherever there is an experience, memory need not be there. That means here, Anubhava Janya. What do you mean by memory? Memory means nothing but Anubhava Janya Vasana or Samskara is called memory. Then Vasana produce Smriti. Anubhava Janya Vasana or Samskara, Vasana Janya Smriti. So simultaneity I don't accept. Shankaracharya says, Karanam Karta Karma together remembered is not possible. Because of that quickness, fast matter, fraction of second, you think they are at a time you are experiencing, it is not so. I knew this means aham idam janami. It's not simultaneous. Aham is the karta, idam is the karma, janami is the karanam. So anubhava itself, there is no simultaneity. Where is the question of simultaneity in memory? In memory, simultaneity is not possible. That is what he is telling in this shloka. Pramanye pismrute shairgyam yogapadyam vibhavyate kramena grahanam purvam smrute paschat tathaiva cha. Anubhava is kramatmaka bhavati. Kramatmaka means anubhava time also, karta, karma, karana. Just like 100 petals, thousands of petals, lotus petals you take and you prick the pin. Are they simultaneously pricked? Are they simultaneously pricked? We think I have pricked it simultaneously. No. The pin will prick the first petal, then second petal, then third petal, then fourth, fifth, sixth, like that only. Because in a fraction of second it happens, you don't see the difference of time. Because of that quickness. Like that example, lotus petal example they give. So Purva Pakshi says, I know a pot, I experience simultaneously. You are telling that is not possible because subject, object and karanam all are different. This is a little bit hair splitting analysis. Therefore, I will take in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.